Do you have a Netflix subscription?
Yes, no, I don't, because I refuse to
damn
pay
it.
for those motherfuckers. But I how do I say this?
I know what you're saying. You don't
No,
have to actually say it.
I mean, I don't sail the horror seas, but I do what they're trying to stop. It's like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Hey, put me on the other side. Can you put me on the other side?
Put you on the other side.
Is that possible? Just because my guy is looking in that direction, and it just looks weird.
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at that.
Now
Did that work?
It did
Oh,
work.
look at that.
All right. It's almost like we know what we're doing. So the reason I wanted to, I'm asking about your Netflix description. God damn it, my fucking throat.
Frog?
What's that?
You eat a frog?
No, come. So, because I'm sure you've seen Galaxy Quest, right?
I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, that makes this a little bit not necessary then. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What do you want to look at? What do you want to talk about?
Wait, you
What are
built
we
up
doing
this
here?
whole suspense about Netflix, and they're just gonna drop
then-
it like that.
And then you never seen Galaxy Quest.
But
so
I
there's-
know of it. I've seen.
Yeah,
I haven't
but-
sat through the whole thing, but I know of it. I've seen
the
bits
point of it, the reason I brought it up. By the way, am I loud? Because I'm loud to me.
No, you're fine on my end.
Okay. The point of it is, if you had seen it, there's something that you probably never noticed, and I didn't notice until recently, and I find it fucking hilarious.
What?
So, okay, Tony Shalhoub. You know Tony Shalhoub, Monk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So,
everybody knows him as Monk, but I know him
Mhm.
as Antonio from Wings.
yes. Yeah. I remember Wings as well. Well, anyway, he plays a character called, well, first of all, the whole thing's a
I know the
Star
story.
Trek spoof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he plays Tech Sergeant Chen. Okay.
Well, it's funny because they said it was the best Star Trek movie, even though it wasn't Star Trek.
Yeah. I kind of agree. Well, the reason I was asking you if you have Netflix, I was wondering if you could bring it up so that I could show you certain parts.
But is there a part? Because you probably find it on YouTube. Like
I
YouTube
was
will show
looking.
the clip.
God
Oh,
damn it.
such a professional podcast. We have
Yeah, I
everything.
know.
We're prepared. We have
what
everything
happens.
set up.
That's what happens when you have a set time to record on Tuesdays, and then even though it's never changed, you just keep forgetting. And when I say you, I mean me.
Oh, dude, I was downstairs watching TV.
So, let me just see if I can find just the. Why? What did you have for today anyway? Did you have something you wanted to talk about while I look for this?
Well, no, well, along the same lines, it's kind of the same thing. Like, that 70s show.
Yes.
Okay, you know who Fez is, right?
Yep.
Well, apparently Fez isn't his real name. Fez
Well.
is spelled F-E-S, which pretty much means
Faz.
no, foreign exchange student.
Holy, I never knew that. That's hilarious. That's
Apparently, I mean, I don't know if that's real or if that's the theory, but that seems pretty funny. I mean, they never said where he's from
great.
or what, what country he's from, but that wouldn't surprise me the way they are.
Yeah.
But on I mean, it's not funny. It's a little darker. But I was rewatching The Devil's Advocate,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy who plays like the fake Donald Trump, Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah.
Like in that scene, I mean, in his whole thing was that he was cheating. He killed his wife, the
Mhm.
maid, and the stepson. And the whole thing was that he killed them because the wife found out that he was cheating on somebody. And he said that he was cheating with his assistant, but under questioning, the Keanu Reeves character found out that he wasn't cheating with her.
Okay.
So he was cheating on somebody. And stupid me, when I saw it, and even it only realized this, like, how long ago that movie came out. I saw it that long ago. I've seen it multiple times since it
Mhm.
came out. And maybe a couple of weeks ago, I realized that he was cheating on with the 14-year-old stepdaughter. I was like, oh my God.
Wait a minute. There was a 14-year-old in.
Remember he was like, when
Oh,
yeah,
the guy. No, you're not talking about Pacino's character, the devil.
no,
You're talking
no,
about one of the
the
workers or whatever, one of the
the
lawyers.
no, the remember the guy that did the triple homicide? They're gonna crucify. He's basically, I mean, they pretty much made him out to be like a Donald Trump caricature or
Okay.
something like
Oh,
that. The
so he's
Fred
a
Nelson
client.
guy.
I gotcha.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on.
Okay.
You saw the movie, right?
Yes. Yeah. But
Okay.
I seen it once a long time ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, it turns out that he was. It didn't hit me, and even though they spelled it out to you like completely in the church scene after the lawyer got killed, and he's rubbing the daughter's back in a really weird way, and then
Mhm.
he looks like the guy from the case earlier that turned out to be a child pedophile and so on.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was his mind or the devil playing tricks on him. It's like, no, you're seeing what's really going on. And I sit there, I was like, oh my God, how fucking stupid was I? I didn't even realize this.
I didn't
Years
realize it either.
later, it
Yeah.
finally hit me.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it either. Did you ever hear the Indiana Jones pedophile story?
Not Indy. Oh
Yeah,
God, not
Indy.
seriously.
So, what was the name of the broad in the first one?
The front.
The-
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I
You know
heard
that
that
story.
one. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
so if you do the math when it comes to how old she was when how old she is and how old the difference is, and basically she was like, I don't know, I don't remember the numbers, but she was a young teenager, like 14 or something.
but they
And
never explicitly said how old Indy was.
uh,
Now he
you
could have
you
been like a 17-year-old at the time.
well you can figure it out in somebody did the people that watch these things and actually do the friggin' math. Those
Yeah, but
people
are they
figured it
doing the
out.
math on the actors' actual ages?
No, on the
Or
characters.
okay.
They're doing it on the characters. Well, here's the other thing. So so they figured that out. There's also a line in there where she says something like, I was a young girl, and blah blah blah. And he goes, you knew what you were doing. You remember
Yeah,
that line?
but
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
18 is technically a young girl,
okay, but
and
that's not.
18.
So there's a recording of this somewhere of Spielberg, and I forget who else, the other
But that's
writer.
not. But I mean, I've read this,
Okay,
and that's what they wanted to do. And I don't
yeah.
know, clearer head said, this might not be a good idea.
Well, okay, yeah, yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that was just story wise. It was just ideas that were pitched, but it
Yeah,
wasn't canon. It wasn't like part of the story, which I'm glad that they didn't.
yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. Um, I I don't know. I just found that funny, but I can't find this Galaxy Quest thing, and it's pissing me off. But let me just find out if I could just find an
Well,
image instead.
just explain explain what it is.
It's better to see it because I can't explain. Uh, I know you don't want to edit anything, so we're just have typing in
I
here.
mean, if you're gonna force my hand, I guess. But I mean, you're
All right.
looking for like a specific spot
There's a
in this.
couple of specific spots. It's every time they say his name in the show. Let's see. All right. Hang on. Let me find it. Images. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So it's very subtle in the show. I'm going to send you this in Discord. I gotta open that.
But it's always funny how they add like little crazy things into the
Yeah.
movies. Like in Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
the first Star Wars. Apparently I just found this out. In the trash compactor scene, I think it's where Luke says we're in cell trash compactor number blah 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 blah. And he rambles off a bunch of numbers. And apparently Mark Hamill couldn't remember the numbers. So instead of giving the random numbers, he gives his phone number.
Yeah.
And apparently
Wait.
in what?
Which? Oh, his own phone number, the actor's phone number.
I don't know if, well, I mean, this was back in 77.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the phone number led to. It obviously wasn't a cell phone number,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was his phone number. I'm hoping he changed it by now, especially now this story has been leaked out.
Yeah. So,
And
okay.
on top of that, they put those numbers on the trash can in that new Star Wars land that they created that nobody goes to because nobody cares.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay. I'm just going to share it since it's not a video and I don't have to worry about my hang on. Where the fuck, motherfuck? Which one is it?
Present.
No. I'm looking for the exact image. Okay, I'm just going to share this for right now. So his name is Tech Sergeant Chen. It's played by Tony Shalhoub. His name is Chen. I don't know what nationality Tony Shalhoub is.
He's
not a Chen.
Asian.
He's not a Chen. But it doesn't come into play. They don't address it. They don't talk about it. This is, by the way, him playing a character that plays a character called Tech Sergeant Chen.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, so they don't address it. They don't say anything. But whenever his name comes up, first of all, but share that image first. Okay. This is Tech Sergeant Chen. This is like a publicity photo. But in the actual show, whenever they actually say his name, I'm going to stop sharing and then share this other one. Actually, I'm just going to load this other one. Oh, God damn it. I hate things. Okay. Yeah, but in the show, whenever they actually say his name, like Tech Sergeant Chen, he will turn around and it's quick in the movie, and he will look like this.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Anytime it comes, so in the opening credits of the fake TV show, they go, and Tech Sergeant Chen, and he pops up on the screen and he squints his eyes. He does it every time, but it's so quick that I watched the show. I watched the movie a couple of times. I never seen it until somebody actually pointed it out.
Nobody would have ever gotten that.
Yeah, it's like an inside joke.
Yeah,
but it's hilarious. I wish we had the clips of the show because it's funny because he goes from just a complete regular face to squinting and looking like right down the camera, and you're like, oh my God, it's so obvious once it's pointed out.
And nobody does it. Nobody did somebody had to have done a montage of that on YouTube.
I would have thought that's why I typed in like Tech Sergeant Chen Asian, but Tony Shalhoub. It didn't. I couldn't find anything. But I guess that means we should do one.
Oh yeah, no, I can't find it.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Oh wait. Okay, hang on.
All right,
hang on.
Yep.
I think. Hold on.
It's a short.
Well,
it's only a couple of parts in the movie. Like they only say his name a few times, at least directly to him.
They're talking over it. Let me see if I can mute the volume.
Yeah, just mute them. Who wants people talking over?
Seriously. God, we're supposed to be the ones talking over the shit, not you.
You know what we should do? We should react to ourselves, reacting ourselves, and just let's see. Oh, okay. Here it is. Yeah. Watch. Tech Sergeant Chen.
Oh, there's no way to make this big.
No,
this is the stupid shorts.
Oh, yeah. See it. Every time in the movie, whenever they address him,
it looks like it's looping.
Yeah, or I guess it's only 3 times. But dude, I mean, today he would be crucified.
Oh, dude, so much that everybody would be crucified for.
I know.
And the WWE has stuff that they've had to like delete and pretty much eliminate because they would get crucified. Like there was one scene where D-Generation X.
Who?
You know nothing about wrestling. Okay, never mind. Mm-hmm. Anyway, there was a group called D-Generation X. It was pretty much like a gang in WWE or F at the time. Fucking WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And there was another group called the Nation of Domination, which was a bunch of black characters. The Rock was in it. oh my god, I can't forget Farouk,
Yeah.
Devon, not Devon, um, Devo. I think I forget his name.
Devo.
No, it
Devo,
wasn't
that
Devo.
guy from Friday.
No,
No,
no, it was
different guy.
another guy. Oh my god, I forgot. I haven't watched in so long, but they were like their own little gang and so on. And the Degeneration guys came out in blackface. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
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 they
yeah,
got
yeah,
rid of
yeah,
that real quick.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like they erased that. It's like, sorry, but this is the internet. You know, you can
Yeah.
if you release it out there, somebody has it, and somebody put it up on TikTok. I think I was
My
like, oh shit.
my character stopped animating. What the fuck is he doing? What are you
Glitch in the
doing?
Matrix.
Anyway, it's
I
a,
like how he gets stuck with his mouth open, like,
uh, uh, I'm
But
just
it's
gonna,
funny because
yeah,
the screen of the that asshole in the background doesn't freeze. Your
yeah, I
character
know.
freezes, but not the background.
Yeah, I should just, yeah, we should just leave it like that. I should just zoom in on him, and that'll be me talking. Every time I talk, he starts doing that. All right,
But your mullet keeps moving.
yeah, I
That's
know, that's great. I like how my mullet moves. You notice I got a little rubber band around my goatee.
yeah. I did see that. I was all right.
I
I
really,
mean, I give you this. It's a lot more impressive than my character. I mean, it took me like 13 hours to draw it and like do all the rig this motherfucker. I'm like, holy shit! No
yeah,
wonder these assholes make like charge like $5,000 for like these avatars. Like, holy shit!
yeah.
And
I
even still,
mean,
it's all fucked up. Like my
what?
eyes still have lines in them, and I'm like thinking, I keep thinking it's like I should go back and
Holy
do something
shit!
like what?
Are you Tony Shalhoub?
No, it's because when your eyes are closed, you're supposed to be in line, but when
Yeah,
I open them, they're supposed to disappear. But I guess I messed that up. I'm just like, I can't go back and fix that. I'm just
yeah. Well, how complicated is it to make that? Like you got to do all different morphs and stuff or whatever.
well, the drawing was the easy part, like drawing everything, but it's rigging it so that it moves. The
Yeah.
mouth moves and the eye moves, and you don't actually draw. You just draw one picture, and then use the rigging thing where it morphs. You
Hmm.
like distort the image. Like when I turn this way, that's not. It's just one image. Yeah, I
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. I see what you're saying.
You pretty much just
It,
drag it, and then you just distort the image so it looks like I'm turning. And the
yeah,
same thing with the mouth. Like you open the mouth open is the normal, and
hmm,
then when you want it closed, you distort the image so that the mouth looks closed into a line.
yeah.
And with the eyes, I kind of messed it up because the
Okay.
line is supposed to go away when they're open, but the line stays there when they're like half open.
Hmm.
I'm like, I don't want to go back because this is what'll happen. Like with anybody who's messed with tech, you do one little thing and everything fucks up. And just getting this thing to work on this fucking thing.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, the program that I'm running this on was actually simple to get this to work. The program that I originally tried running it on, oh my fucking god. I think it was called Face Rig.
Oh
What
yeah,
a I gave up on it because I couldn't get it to work for nothing. And
yeah,
then finally, I think I was listening to another um streamer, VTuber, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I use this and I use that, and it works just fine." So I was like, "All right, let me try it," and it worked. I'm like, "I'm not touching it. It works. I'm
yeah.
not fucking around with it. If
It
it
works
ain't
well enough.
broken, don't fix it."
I can't get my friggin' mouth to move anymore. Like what the? And then he just stares off into space occasionally. Ooh, something shiny. Like what the fuck? I even closed it out and opened it back up. I left the character on the screen, but yeah, now it's all fucked up. I can't fix it.
Well, hopefully they'll get AI smart enough to fix it because that shit is getting. Have you seen some of the pictures that AI is created? Like some
Um.
not nudie pics, but they'll
Oh
pictures of like beautiful girls.
no. Let's
Oh my
see.
god! And the only reason people know that it's AI generated because
Mhm.
for some reason AI can't figure out hands. Like you'll see fingers morphing
Yeah.
into other fingers. That's the only reason that they'll see like little things like off. But
Mhm.
give it a year or two, and that, or not even a year or two, probably a couple of months, it'll figure that shit out.
Yeah.
And that was, what was it? Let me see if I can find it. The original video that I wanted to bring up that we're talking about, it was apparently the whole, I mean, usually when you make, this is only a 10-minute video,
Mhm.
and usually, you know, something like this takes like months or possibly sometimes even years to make because it's just a lot to do for one person, especially.
Yeah.
And the AI apparently helped this guy create it in a couple of hours or a couple of days. I mean, I
Mhm.
forget how long exactly, but even still, using it cut the production time down by a lot. I'm gonna bring it up.
This thing is just not working. It's pissing me off. It's just not working at all.
No, don't play it yet.
I'm just gonna leave him staring in space. I can't fix it. It won't let me fix it. I have to shut the whole thing down to fix it.
You know, if you need $1 million nobody watches anything because of your pretty avatar.
Yeah, I guess.
Uh,
I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sitting here trying to click OK on this fucking
It's clicking on the screen. That's
yeah.
being
I go, what the fuck? Now it's frozen.
All right, this is it.
All right.
Share. Oh, why is it in? Is it sharing? Yes, it's sharing. All right. All right. Full screen this month. Then play. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Oh, you did start to show me this, I think.
Panic is spreading across the globe in the wake of the arrival of alien spaceships.
And
Reports of unusual activity
right
on
now,
planes have led
Mhm.
to fear
at this
among
point, I'm thinking this is better than any movie that I have seen about aliens in probably the past 20 years. Just this bit right here.
Except for whatever that is that's holding up that bridge. What is that thing in the middle?
The triangle, that's the spaceship.
No,
Oh,
underneath that. What is that?
I don't know. It's probably
Okay.
one of those newfangled bridges that probably collapses in like
Yeah.
a couple of years.
certainty, with many wondering what the aliens
So I don't know how
may
much,
be.
like I've read into it, and they said that AI didn't create everything, like the way the
So
advertisement.
so some of this stuff is like stock footage, right?
I don't know.
Like to do with the binoculars and
Well,
then
obviously this is,
yeah.
but I mean the way the video says, sci-fi short film made with artificial intelligence. From what
Yeah.
I read, you know, the whole thing wasn't made by artificial intelligence,
Hmm.
but a lot of it was made with it. Basically, the oh wait, okay,
What?
hang
What?
on. Let's. I mean, I just want to show this bit. Have you seen some of these videos where it's the president's? Now I know that is AI, where they'll have the. Oh wait, I removed you instead.
What? No, I took my camera down because I'm
No,
trying to
I
fix
meant to
this thing.
remove the.
Oh.
I meant to remove the stream, but I removed you instead.
Oh, okay.
But there's videos of the presidents talking and arguing over Grand Theft Auto. And
Okay.
that I know is used with AI, where the AI is able to mimic presidents' voices. Hold on, I gotta find it because it is hilarious. And that I know they use AI.
Okay.
Hold on. And you haven't seen them?
I not really. I seen the one they
Oh,
did with the Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro. They made a podcast using just AI. If you've never seen that, you can bring that up too. It basically just takes their voices and it doesn't like, take their voices and chop in a bunch of words. It just, takes their whatever waveform of their voices and just creates new sentences and shit. The video always looks messed up though. That never looks right.
oh no. This, I mean, it's not. It's just doing the voices. It's not doing. It's not doing like changing the images. I've seen
Oh,
some
okay.
of those. Those are crazy.
Yeah.
How far that's gone. Where is it? So I want to find the specific one because there's a bunch of them, and then you always got the posers. Let me make sure that this is it.
Why is this not working? Doesn't make any sense. I should have rebooted before I started this.
Okay, yep, I found it. I started because they does a lot of bullshit beforehand. Okay. About that. Yes.
Hello? Anyone in the lobby have a mic? Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. I think I
Wondering
did
if
see.
anyone could help me sell my cocaine business. It's full at the moment.
Sure, I can help you. Go ahead and invite me to your motorcycle club. What's your gamer tag?
Awesome, thanks. My gamer tag is X the Bidenator.
All right. The Bidenator.
Unfortunately, we got the fucking post-op van mission. I can't stand this shit.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that is the worst one. That's the reason I just dupe Deluxos for money nowadays.
Like the
Oh,
voices
hey, watch out.
are
Someone just went
um,
ghost. Organization is named
pretty much
MAGA
spot
2024,
on.
some Trump
Yeah. It was the same
What
thing
the
with the
fuck?
Rogan
My shit just
podcast
got
thing.
orbed. Some fucker named Trump Daddy. What an absolute degenerate.
That's great.
That's got to be some troll. No way, that's actually him.
Of course it's me. Who else would it be, Barack? I too play the great game of Grand Theft Auto Online. In
That
fact,
is
I was
so
just golfing with the
spot on.
Take-Two
That
CEO
is
Strauss
just
Zelnick the
everything.
other day. Man, the Space Force could really use a weapon like this orbital cannon.
Fuck you.
So-
You're an asshole. You come into our lobby. All I'm trying to do is sell my coke that I've had sitting here for months with the 10 minutes of free time I have as president. And you have
As
to come here
president.
and ruin
You
it.
shouldn't even be president, Joe. Let's be honest. Everyone knows what really happened.
Are you still on that shit, Donald? Is that why you've been stalking me in GTA Online? I bet you won't even come out of your facility, you pussy.
Why don't you cry about it, Sleepy Joe? Cry yourself to sleep, in fact.
How about you get your orange ass over here and 1v1 me on the ground? I bet I'll beat your ass just like I did back in the 2020 election.
Jesus, you cry so much, I should start calling you Sobbing Joe instead of Sleepy Joe. I'm coming out right now. Tell Barack not to help you, though.
Of course, on the Oppressor Mark II, is that all you ever used? The game is called Grand Theft Auto, and all you bitch.
That's just too good.
Yeah. But who, here's the thing. The AI made it, but who made the jokes? You know what I mean? Like the Trumpinator or whatever it was. Like who, the AI didn't do that.
Well, I think they just type it in. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not sure. I've got to, Oh, did you just disappear? He disappeared. He's gone. Oh well, it's just a me show. Let's see if he comes back. Hold on. This son of a bitch. Now I'm gonna have to edit all this nonsense out. Just me talking. Oh, this is the behind the scenes shit that you don't see. It just everything goes wrong. Oh my god. How high did I scroll up on jump to present? Did you die? Wait, is he back?
Back.
You back?
You got to add me. I'm sitting there in the bottom of the screen, just going, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Anyway, all I did was turn my camera off and back on, and it wound up putting me in the lobby or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get the stupid thing working again.
I think so
but,
sensitive.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, but
the flow.
I don't know how. I mean, I'm pretty sure they just said that. I mean, I'm pretty sure the jokes aren't.
Yeah,
but
because
then again, I've heard that it'll write stories. Like give it.
Well, bring up the Rogan one, because the Rogan one, the story made no sense.
I don't know which one the Rogan is.
The beach that makes you old. Type in Rogan, the beach that makes you old.
Come on, YouTube. No, I click the space and it doesn't type. It's still not typing. Why isn't it typing? Okay. This thing's acting stupid now.
Yeah.
No, there it works.
This is great.
Hold on. I hate this autoplay shit that YouTube does. I turn it off because we got to use Chrome to use this goddamn thing. I hate
Yeah.
Chrome. I hate it so much.
I don't know. Why do you hate Chrome so much?
Because Chrome is anti, because obviously Chrome is made by Google, and
Mhm.
Google is all about advertisements and shit.
Oh, okay.
And I watch a lot of Twitch, and Twitch,
Oh, so it won't let
they
you do the blocking shit.
it won't let you do the blocking at all. And you
So you
put it
gotta-
in there, and
yeah.
it'll delete it, it'll get rid of it. And apparently, they said that they're gonna, even on YouTube, they're gonna stop. They're gonna make it so that you can't use ad blockers at all anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you motherfuckers. Okay, I'll just go use something else. Okay.
Here you go. This is apparently all done by AI, including the visuals, which all
The
look
beach
fucked
that
up.
makes you old.
The beach that makes you old.
Yeah, man, the beach that makes you old.
Okay,
I mean,
but it's
I got to
still
tell you about
sucks.
this beach. It made me old.
You have to know that's not possible.
Look at me, man. I'm old as hell, and it's
He
because
does
I
look
went to
older, by
beach
the
that
way.
Makes you old.
But that's
There are a
the
million
picture.
reasons why you might look the way you look.
That's
I'm
not
not
what
going to
Joe
entertain
Rogan
the
really
idea that the
looks
beach
like.
could make you old.
Wait, actually, I think it's the rocks on the beach, not the beach itself. Something to do
Yeah,
with the
it even
cliffs.
shows how
talking about?
Rogan
I had to
corrects
swim through
people.
coral to get out.
Stop.
But I'm still old.
Enough. Let's say
not actually the
hypothetically that
beach,
a
dude,
beach
it's
could
the
actually make you
rocks.
old.
The rocks.
The rocks. Let's say the rocks could make you old. How much of you is getting old? Does your metabolism speed up? Do you need to pee more
Yeah,
frequently?
that
Man,
sounds
listen,
exactly
your
like
fingernails
Ben
grow faster?
Shapiro.
Man,
too.
And that's
Your hair
exactly
I
starts
don't
like
know,
growing
Exactly how
man.
we
I
faster?
just
argue.
got old.
I'm finding it hard to
Let's
believe.
dive
Holy
into
It
the
doesn't hold
shit.
together
silly
logically.
little
I don't know what to
details that
tell
no
you.
one gives a shit
I
about.
wasn't old, and
Mhm.
now I'm old. I think it was because I went to the beach that makes you old.
This is
Wow.
all pretty
is it?
ridiculous.
You want to see for yourself?
Sure. Why not?
You can go to the beach if you want, but you'll get old.
I doubt it.
Look at how fucking old I am.
I'm not going to get old.
You will get old.
I won't.
You will.
The beach will not make me old.
I like how Ben Shapiro, like I
Okay,
like
man,
Ben Shapiro
But don't
enough.
say I didn't warn you about getting
you
old.
know,
Jamie,
I
pull
like
up the directions to
hearing
the
him,
beach that makes you old.
in
not gonna
arguments
get
tearing
old on the
people
beach.
apart and stuff.
Good luck, man.
But he's so rational and skeptical about everything,
Oh, you mean
but he's
he
still
uses
religious.
He
Like
uses
I
logic.
don't get that.
Well, I think it's more. I don't think he's religious for the sake of being religious.
Uh-huh.
Because the way he talks about religion, he knows that the idea behind again, this is I'm speculating.
Yeah.
But from the way I've seen a couple of his shows, the
Mhm.
way he talks about it, it's not about the praise the invisible dude in the air.
Yeah.
It's about the community. It's about everybody standing, helping each other,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
But he still wears the beanie.
Because
Like,
I mean, we celebrate Christmas.
well, here,
We
I
still-
guess.
I still accept those days off. I don't give a shit about the tree.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't give a shit about the decorations. I just want that fucking day off, man.
Well, the thing, I've heard him say that stuff too, but I always got the feeling that it was that's like what he says to people that question it. Like I don't know that he doesn't believe. I think he does. But when you go, well, if you're a rational person and you tear apart this, that, and the other, how could you believe in an invisible man in the sky? He's like, well, it's about community. I think that's just something he says.
I've never
If
heard him
that
say
makes
that,
sense.
but it's
Okay.
the way because he never. I haven't seen all his episodes or all his shows, but the some that I did see,
Mm-hmm.
you hear some people like, yeah, because I have Jesus on my side, or I have
Mhm.
the great book, or blah blah blah. That you never see him. I've never heard him present his his faith as evidence. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
his facts.
that's
He'll
true, I
use
guess.
logic. He'll use evidence. He'll
Yeah.
never say because my faith said it. He'll cite facts. Like
Yeah.
the dude must have a memory like a steel trap,
Uh-huh.
because he rips off. He pulls out statistics out of his out of his ass, but he just because blah blah blah, whatever statistic to prove his argument and so on. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. I guess it's just weird to me. Like, okay, for all the people listening, for anyone listening that's religious, I apologize, but you're dumb. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Where-
What I mean is
started.
Noah's Ark is stupid.
You know what? I'm gonna defend Noah's Ark. I'm
Oh,
actually
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
defend Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
I not because I believe that God said get all the animals and we all know the story of Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
What I think it is I've watched a lot of these this show called the Y-Files.
Okay.
They talk about the Younger Dryas. Have you heard about the Younger Dryas?
Yes.
Okay, so apparently 500 years ago, that was the Ice Age, and apparently there was a wall of ice all the way up north and all the way up south.
Yes.
And
Yes.
in theory, the Earth passed through some kind of comet tail, and it just shot meteors at the Earth, which caused all that ice to melt and flood, and whoosh, we got giant tidal waves that were miles high and running at thousands of miles an hour. If there were people alive back then, they would consider.
No, I agree with that. So I agree that my character stopped working again. I'm
I
done.
see
I'm
that.
done caring. I'm done giving a shit. It's probably all right, let's get there. That's what he looks like. Fucking deal with it. Even the guy in the back is done. So anyway, I get it. But the problem is that when you talk to a lot of religious people, I mean, a lot of them, I would agree with a lot of the stuff that the Bible says. If you're going to tell me that it's metaphor, you know what I mean? That we're not talking about something in reality. Okay, Noah's Ark. I understand there's probably been a lot of floods. I have listened or watched what the hell's his name? God damn it, Graham Hancock. I have seen a lot of his stuff. Yes.
Did you watch that recent Netflix?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a couple of episodes of it.
Oh, you didn't have to watch a couple episodes. Just last episode was where he pretty much the bullshit that I just spewed was pretty much, and the Y-Files pretty much not corroborated, but came up with the same thing. They called it. I don't think Graham Hancock called it the Younger Dryas.
Yeah.
But what he pretty much the nonsense that I just spewed was pretty much the conclusion that he came to, because under their impression I don't know what episode it was, but I think it was like the second or third to last episode. Historians are like, no, he's crazy. Everything. There was no Younger Dryas. There was no Atlantis. Because their theory is that there was a civilization probably as technologically advanced as us or more.
Yeah.
And it was Atlantis, and the Younger Dryas, with all the floods and everything, wiped them out. When they age the pyramids and the Sphinx,
yes,
they pretty much aged to the point of around the time before the Younger Dryas. So one of the things that I did see was that the pyramids was a power source. I'm not even going to try and explain what the power source, how it works. It's all science and shit that I watch. It makes sense as I'm looking at it, the way they explained it. I mean, it's not that complicated, but for me to try and explain it again, watch their video.
Yeah, I get it.
But
here's the other thing. The only thing that's left is stone. So if there were fucking fiber optic cables running through that shit, it would be gone. It would just be the stone that's left.
It wasn't fiber optic.
Well, you know what I mean.
The way he explained it's real. But there is evidence. There's evidence across the board that this could more than likely what it is. Okay. But the officials that are in charge of saying, yeah, do we accept this? Or the archaeological department, the head, the Illuminati of the archaeological department are like, no, that's not it. We think it was only around since whatever they believe. And it's the same thing with the murder of Hitler. Like, have you heard about Hitler's death?
No, what?
This one, I mean,
I like how we're attacking religion on this
well,
episode.
No, let's go. We're not attacking anything. We're just, that's the thing. If I was saying, down with the religion. Religion sucks. You got me. 100%. I agree with you. If I
Mhm.
say like all religious people are stupid, you're just all stupid. I
Yeah.
get that. But if I just ask the question like, hey, maybe this didn't really happen. No. The attacks that people like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
get if you just question, because
I know.
we're that's where I get bothered. But
Yeah.
like with
By the way, I'm saying religious people are stupid. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
all right. But anyway, with Hitler, I remember the official story. I don't know if you were taught the same thing, but I remember the official story of the way Hitler died was he was in a bunker with his girlfriend,
Yeah. Eva
and
Braun or whatever.
the Russians were coming, and they weren't like they were at his doorstep. They were apparently a couple of days away. So he knew the war was ending. So he took a cyanide capsule and he shot himself, which little overkill. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he burned himself, or
Wait.
somebody burnt him. He was cremated.
In that order. He took a cyanide pill, shot himself, and then burned himself. Did he bury himself too?
I don't. But good question. Anyway, but it's specifically, I don't know if he had to have taken a cyanide pill first and then shot himself.
Yeah.
But somebody cremated him. Okay. So 2 days later, the Russians come in, find the bunker, and they're like, "Where's Hitler?" And two of Hitler's underlings were like, "There he is over there. See those burnt ashes over there? That's Hitler." And I'm thinking as a kid, and I was a dumb kid back then, I'm thinking, that sounds like a ruse, like red herring, like decoy. Yeah, those are the dead bodies. That's the dead body of Hitler. You guys, my underlings, you tell them that that's the dead body of Hitler, of me, and I'm going to take me and Ava, and we're going to run. They had a 2-day head start on top of that. And then the rest of the story is that the Russians grabbed the bones and ran off. Just bloop, we're going to take the bones and bloop, 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 and run off. And because apparently the theory was that they didn't want Hitler's where he died to be like a sacred place for his followers and shit. And the whole time I'm thinking, it's like, this sounds a little fishy. They didn't at the time, obviously they didn't corroborate. I mean, they didn't have DNA testing back then. But still, you're going to take the word of two underlings that just say, "Yeah, that's his dead body over there. We confirm."
So what are you trying to tell me, that Hitler is still alive?
I'm just stating the facts, okay? And then on top of that, where was I going to go else with this? Okay,
I don't know.
so I started reading up on this. Oh, that was it. In the classroom, I asked, "It's like, teacher, doesn't that sound a little suspicious and fishy to you?" My teacher turned around, it's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" It's like, God forbid I question what seems a little and those are the facts. That's what we're told.
I guess
that doesn't seem
so
suspicious.
What you're telling
now,
go ahead.
this is where speculation comes in, that he ran to Spain, he ran to Argentina. Who knows? I'm just saying the official story seems a little suspicious. Now, they have DNA testing now.
Okay.
Apparently, the Russians supposedly gave the bones they've just kept the bones. They put them in, I don't know, put them in a little case and kind of was like, "Yep, here's Hitler's bones. Test them out." 50 some odd years later, and they tested it, and they said that they found 4 teeth that they identified that were Hitler's. And it's like, well, here's where the story gets even funkier. Hitler only had 4 teeth left because apparently whatever he was eating or whatever sickness he had rotted his teeth away. And again, this was back in 1945. Who know how good their dental hygiene was?
Yeah.
And he only had apparently 4 teeth left, and those 4 teeth, the rest of his teeth were all falsies. So maybe he just took the teeth out and threw them there. It's like, yeah, here you go, red herring.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying maybe those were his bones, maybe, but the story does sound a little suspicious, and the fact that people are just questioning it, they're like, "Conspiracy theory, you're a conspiracy theorist." It's like, it doesn't seem a little fishy. Like it's okay
I
to
think
accept that we landed on the moon, which I firmly believe. But if people want to question it, hey, question away. But that's okay. But
Mhm.
me questioning whether Hitler really died, that's when they lose their minds. It's like, okay.
So let me get this straight. You read up on Hitler? Like what?
This was no, this you like people say TikTok is bad because you got the TikTok dances and the TikTok challenges
Mm,
and shit. That's what their algorithm shows you if that's what you like to watch and so on.
okay.
I watch a lot of stuff on building cars,
Mhm.
anime, but also like Graham Hancock's kind of shit. Like if somebody
Yeah,
says
yeah, yeah.
the reason why we were on the moon last time, and they'll give some
Oh, I see.
crazy weird
So it's just
conspiracy theory.
another one of those
So yeah,
conspiracy theories.
so it gave me
Yeah.
one of those, and I'm listening to it. I was like, so I took it. Only took a little clip of what. So there was some guy who has a show called Chasing Hitler, and only showed a little clip of what he was going off about. So then I went to YouTube and watched his whole interview on it. He goes more into it, like that. Who is the Israel's secret service, whatever their secret service
Uh,
is, or their special ops team, was
uh-huh.
apparently searching for somebody really hard in Egypt or the upper area of Africa. They were
Oh.
searching really hard for somebody. And it's like, and he was like, "Who are you searching so hard for?"
Hmm.
And we do know that a lot of higher German people made it to Argentina.
Okay.
That's a fact that if you go to Argentina, you'll see a lot of German architecture, a lot of German memorabilia, and
Uh-huh.
all that stuff. So it's a known fact. So if lesser people of Hitler made it to Argentina, how hard is it to believe that the him didn't
Mhm.
make it? I mean, maybe he didn't, but the fact that
Ah,
it, you can't you
no,
can't not
I hear
deny
you.
that there's a possibility.
No, I hear you. I just think it's irrelevant. Like if he like it, who cares? He stopped leading the country. He's, you know what I mean? Like he was out of power. Who cares if he went to Argentina? Like who gives a shit?
But why are they lying to us that he died there?
I
You
I
know,
don't know.
it's
The
and we
same
all
reason they
know.
lie to us about everything. At fucking everything. That your
uh,
vote counts. Like just everything we
82 million
look,
votes.
yeah, everything. Haven't you noticed that just about everything we learned about, including the Sphinx that you mentioned and all that,
Oh my
everything we
god!
learned about as kids turned out to be
Seriously,
bullshit.
yeah. The fact that they adults know what they're doing. That's my
Oh well, yeah.
favorite. That's my favorite
By the
conspiracy
way, that took
theory.
me a long ass time to figure out. See, I just thought, like every kid, well, you become an adult,
Mhm.
you magically all this shit makes sense. Like even the fact that me and you are sitting here right now talking into microphones, sitting on a rock that's spinning around the sun like a fucking rotisserie chicken, and that there's going to be some kind of an explanation for this. I I thought it would all make sense eventually. And then I got to maybe my 20s and I just thought, well, I'm stupid. I must be stupid because I don't get it.
Yeah.
And now I just look around. I'm like, no, everybody is stupid.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
Nobody knows.
That's one of the reasons that people say behind the theory of the Illuminati. It's
Mm,
like because that if the Illuminati does exist, that means somebody is in charge. Somebody knows that
yeah.
what they're doing. That somebody is running this shit. When the actual scary thing, this actual truth is nobody's running shit. Nobody knows what
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah.
And as you watched, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I stay away from the news, but sometimes it leaks in and
Mm.
you realize it's like, oh my God, these motherfuckers have no idea what they're doing.
No, not
They
a clue.
have no clue.
No clue. No clue. It works. Even the government, even the Illuminati, if there is one, works the same way everything else. It works like every other organization. Okay, me and you, where we work, it works. Every organization works the same way. This department has no idea what this department is
Mhm.
doing, and each little piece is all dependent on the person that's working on that piece.
Mhm.
So, and the group that's working on that piece. I keep dropping this fucking thing. I should stop playing with it. But Nothing. We are monkeys that came down off a tree. This is my theory of everything. I can't tell you where the monkeys came from. Can't tell you where the tree came from. We came out of a tree. We like bananas. We're eating bananas. And then the lead monkey said, "You want more bananas? Do this." So we start doing that. And these pyramid organizations just started sprouting up just so we could all have enough fucking bananas. And we can't go back. It's impossible to go back. There is no place on the earth anymore that you can just go, I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to live on this island over here, and I'm out of society completely. Everything's been claimed. Anywhere you go, you're trespassing. It's ridiculous. Anyway,
Well,
I don't know.
I'm too used to comforts now. It's like that's how they get you. That's
Yeah.
why all this technology. We're just too used to our comforts. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like leaving the house. It's like, oh fuck. I mean, used to be we'd have
Yeah.
to run for miles to catch food and then drag it back. Now it's like dial 1-800 deliver food.
yeah. 1-800,
Yeah.
give me a deer carcass. It's
It's like I ain't going back to hunter and gathering. Fuck that.
I guess it does seem simpler though. It does seem, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but if
what?
we all know our physical issues that we
Oh
have.
yeah.
They'd be like, well, sorry.
No, if the
They'd
zombie
leave us-
apocalypse comes, I fully admit that I'd be one of the first people to die. I would not survive.
Well, all you have to do is just stock up. I mean, have you seen some of these preppers?
No. Hold up.
Oh, boy,
Here's the
there we
thing.
go.
Everybody's got this theory that they're going to stock up and they're going to. All you're doing is gathering food for the roving gang. That's all you're doing. You would have to join one of the gangs and deal with that leader of the gang, because let's face it, me and you are not going to be the leader. There's no. It's probably better to die in the first wave of whatever it is. But we're not going to survive. I can't hunt. Can you hunt?
I can stock cans.
You can stock cans and throw them at squirrels and hope to hit one. But anyway, I don't know. It should all end.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can at least make it to the Matrix. Apparently,
By
that's
the
all.
time
All I'm waiting for.
by the time the Matrix is there, it'll be ruled by a corporation that will not let you in. Oh, you want to be in the Matrix? All right. You're the bartender that stands over there while me and my friends play Neo in the corner.
No, just we're gonna, because obviously human bodies can't make it into outer space. We just can't. We don't have the ability to.
Uh-huh.
This meat sack that we have
Mhm.
can't make it. Past the moon. It's not going to happen. Like
Yeah.
they say, these people are going, we're going to colonize Mars. Like, good luck with that. What do you think your body's going to survive outer space for like the months? Past the moon with all that radiation and shit.
Mhm.
You're going to die in a couple of years. And then Mars, what do you think? Mars has a great atmosphere? Yeah, I mean, why do you think there's no life on Mars? Because the radiation kills it all. Like the fuck?
No, because it was hit by a meteor and that seeded Earth.
No, yeah, I've read that theory.
I love that theory. That's my theory. We are Martians.
But so what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to download our consciousness into a computer. Obviously, computers can make it in outer space, and just have the crew fly out there, and we just control. Why do you think they're doing so much with robotics? The computer, our consciousness that's inside the computer will control the robotic arms and shit.
Yeah. The problem is that mine and your conscious, we can't even
get this shit to work.
No. I wasn't going to say that. What I was going to say is me and you can't even go on Twitter. Twitter's a bad example because Musk owns it now. But we can't go on social media or YouTube. And like just some of the shit we said on this video will probably get us banned. Yet you think that when the Matrix comes, these corporations are going to go, Come on, Gray. We want you in charge of things. No, you're going to be a worker
Why are you destroying my hopes and dreams?
because hopes and dreams are stupid. Hopes and dreams, just like religion, it's anyway. I don't know. I'm just in a bad mood, I guess.
I just don't want to deal with the whole. I mean, I can understand getting old isn't that bad, but when your whole shit deteriorate, not even your body deteriorating, your fucking mind deteriorating. Oh my god!
Well, I got to tell you, the shit that like my mom is going through, I wonder. I have this thought constantly. Why am I struggling to get to that point? Like why am I just not going out and getting hookers and doing drugs and doing whatever the hell I can do to make sure that I don't wind up in my 70s and 80s fucking losing my fucking marbles and not being able to get on and off a toilet? Like why am I trying to get there?
You can't even walk out your door. You got to roll in a wheelchair. Oh, like fuck that.
Yeah, dude.
Or even worse, end up in like a home and shit where they treat you like children. It's like, oh fuck this.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Once you lose your marbles, you do kind of become a child, though. It's the ones where the old woman winds up with a black eye. Those I don't understand. Like, how could you get so mad at some old lady if you're like a fucking orderly and just deck an old woman? Like, I don't understand.
Well, they start fighting you, clawing you. They shit on the bed as you're moving them. And you got to deal with human. Like you heard, Brewer's stories with his dad, right?
I heard some of them.
Well, there was one where I forget where they were, and his dad just shat all over himself.
Yeah.
And his dad was bound to a wheelchair, so he needed Brewer's help to move him. And Brewer's sitting there like, like pew, like bleh, bleh, trying to clean this shit. And his father's like, I'm sorry. He's just like, ugh. And that's his dad. And he was like, oh my God. So can you imagine like an orderly? Some of these orderlies,
I guess,
real quick.
But then get another.
I'm not saying it's right.
Job. Yeah,
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's like
you're not saying it's right. You're just saying he's justified.
I'm not saying it's justified. I'm just saying that's what you asked. I don't understand how.
Well, I do, but I don't. I mean. I don't know. It's like punching a baby in the face. It's a helpless thing that can't even wipe its own ass.
Or even your dog or cat.
Yeah.
Like my cats have done things that's just like, you little shit. But I've never physically hurt them.
No. My father hated cats, by the way.
Really?
Hated cats. So I don't, this just popped into my head. So I've only heard this story. I didn't see it. But apparently my father hated cats so much that one time a cat got into the yard, and my uncle was telling me the story. And the next thing you know, all you hear is "Meow," and you see a cat flying over the fence. My father punted it like a football.
Jesus Christ!
That's God damn it. That's how much he hated cats. Anyway, to hear his mother, my grandmother, which I never met, tell the story. Apparently, he basically has like a phobia of cats because when he was an infant, a cat like sat on his face in a crib or some shit. So ever since then, he just hates cats. So basically, anytime he sees a cat, he wants to attack it. He's dead now, so all the PETA people can shut the fuck up. So anyway, but yeah, apparently that's how much he hated cats.
Well, just one thing that I always found funny about old people in homes. You always hear them saying, it's like, my kids never come to visit me. They just dump me here and they never come to visit. I always ask the question, why is that? Why is your kids never come visit you anymore? Then you hear some kids tell these horror stories about their parents used to beat the shit out of them. And then, I mean, I'm not saying not let them out of the house, but never let them out of the house.
Dude,
the
parents fact that do some fucked up shit to their kids. Fucked up. Even the ones that mean well do some fucked up shit to their kids. They just do. Fucking Munchausen syndrome. How fucked up is that? They start poisoning their fucking children and shit.
Oh, there was one movie where a girl was confounded in a wheelchair
Hmm.
and her mother kept giving her medicine. And I think she was well into her 20s.
Yeah.
And she found out what the medicine was for because her mother wouldn't even let her go on the internet. And she somehow snuck her way onto the internet. And she found out that the medicine that her mother's been giving her is a paralyzing agent for
Oh,
legs
Jesus.
down. Yeah.
This is a real
And-
story or a movie? Because I think there was a movie with this too.
Yeah. It was a movie.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Might have been based on a true story. The
Yeah.
way the world is, you can't
Yeah.
even do. Sometimes, like they say, fact is stranger than fiction.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, talking about movies, there was the Sixth Sense one. I assume you've seen
Oh,
the Sixth
yeah.
Sense, where she's just giving the kid Drano.
Was that the mother? Or was it the
the
stepmother?
mother?
Oh, it was
Oh,
the
that
mother.
I don't think they ever clarified that. All you know is that he gave the box with the videotape to the
Yeah.
father, and then the
And
father
she
went up
showed.
to the lady in red.
Mhm.
So that you might be right, but the fact of the matter is, mothers have done that to their own kids
All right, I
because
don't believe it. I mean, I would believe it.
because they want the sympathy. Oh, she's got a sick child and poor me and all that shit. But
Well, you've heard the horror stories about who's Woody Allen's wife?
I don't know his adopted daughter.
No,
That's all
no,
I know.
the one before that one. Yeah, I forget her name. I know she was in Carrie. But
Sissy Spacek.
yeah,
Wait, he was married to Sissy Spacek?
oh,
Carrie?
yeah, he was married to her,
Oh, wow.
and
I didn't know that.
the woman that he's with now, that he's been with since,
Mhm.
was her adopted daughter. It was never his. I think she was adopted her, and it was
Yeah.
her daughter. And she was an adult by the time he came into the story in her life.
Yeah.
But she's had multiple adopted children, and they were saying that she was. I mean, she took them in.
Yeah.
She fed them and clothed them, and clothed them and so on. But it was one of those things where you do things my way,
Oh, she's one
or
of
I'll
those.
kick. Yeah, one of those. And I
Ah,
hear
okay.
the other one too was Mother Teresa. She was
Wait,
another one.
what did Mother Teresa do?
She would take care of children. She would feed them, clothe them, and all that stuff. Again, this is speculation. I don't know about
Mhm.
facts, but the stories that I've heard is that when if they didn't pray, they would pray like 5 hours a day.
Well, first of
If
all,
they
nuns are fucked in the head. Have you ever dealt with nuns? Have you, like,
No,
as a
I've
kid?
never
See,
dealt with
I didn't go to like Catholic school or anything like that, but back in the day, we had to go to, what the hell was it called? Like religious studies or whatever.
Mhm.
So there'd be like one period in the middle of like Wednesdays or whatever the fuck, where you got sent over to the church, and that's where I had my first experience with nuns. They're fucking psychos.
Jesus.
They really are. They're fucking psychos. Like all of them, what you're describing about Sissy Spacek, that's how nuns are, or Mother Teresa. They're you obey them and you're talking about kids. You're talking about I grew up on Staten Island. You're talking about Staten Island kids.
Oof.
They're not listening to. So, but that's when you get a fucking ruler across the face. You know what I mean? Like it's bad.
Well, apparently that's what I've heard stories about with Mother Teresa. And you remember Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard about what happened with her, right?
I just know that she was Irish and against the Catholic religion.
Well, she was all riding high and everything
Mhm.
until she was on Saturday Night Live, I think.
Yeah, she ripped the picture of the Pope. I remember that.
Big Dummy didn't explain why.
Yeah.
But then I remember I forget what I was watching, and somebody showed that picture, like career killers, one of those stupid YouTube videos, like how to destroy a career in 1 second. They showed her in that clip, and I'm like, why did she do that? Because I'm very curious about why would you do something that insane, which nobody ever explained. Nobody. I remember the news. I remember when that happened, and all the news stories were calling her anti-Christian because she did that. And it was like, but there has to be a specific reason more than she's just anti-Christian.
Okay.
So I looked up on it. Apparently, up in Scotland, there was a big nun, where they nuns hang out and they accept people, whatever that thing is called. There was one of them in Scotland,
Oh,
And
yeah. Okay.
apparently it's where people, like, if you had an unwanted daughter or a daughter that got
Oh,
pregnant and she wasn't
okay.
married, or they were like mentally challenged, they
Yeah.
would send them there.
Okay.
So
So
years
Sinead
later,
got sent there.
no, it's
Oh,
worse. Years
oh boy.
later, I don't know what they were doing, but they were digging up something. They found a mass grave of
Oh,
dead
nice.
girls with their skulls crushed in, holes in their heads, dead
Yeah.
little babies,
Uh-huh.
that crazy shit. And the Pope, at the time, in typical, Vatican fashion, we deny
Yeah,
all
yeah.
claims. We deny it because how many priests were molesting boys? Yeah, we deny everything. We know nothing. We don't blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And he did that, and that's why she was angry and she ripped that up. And it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
why didn't you explain that? Like,
Well, because Saturday Night Live wasn't going to let her explain it. She just did a musical performance.
but she never
She
explained it. Then again, I don't know if
Oh,
now we
yeah.
know what the news does. She might have explained it
Yeah,
at
they
the
just
time,
silenced her.
but
I
you would
always
think,
thought
but
see,
you
I
would
always
think she would put like a sign saying the Pope denies, what happened, and
yeah.
then rip up the picture. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Instead of just ripping up the picture, everybody's gonna be like, "What this bitch? How dare she?"
So, well, first of all, she's Irish, right? Am I
Yes,
right about that? Because you mentioned Scotland, so I wanted to make sure.
I
But
don't. She's one of those up north. I could have been Irish. She could have been Scottish. Could be somewhere
well,
up there.
because I always
One of
thought
those.
so. The Irish always had that feud between the Protestants and the Catholics, and I just thought it was, and I think everybody just thought it was because of that. You know what I mean?
I
Like, oh, she must be a Protestant, which, by the way, is not anti-Christian. It's just another. eh, I.
Oh, it might as well be in the way
It,
you what's that
it's
great
so
great
stupid.
Carlin joke? Do you believe in
Yeah,
my God? Yeah, yes, I do. Do you believe in the version of my God? No, blow him up.
yeah. Yeah, the South Park clip before Jesus and after Jesus. Did you remember that one?
No,
Not
I haven't
South
seen that
Park,
one.
Family Guy.
Oh no,
Oh, I'll
I
find
missed
that
that
one.
one.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think you're gonna have to do some editing on this one. I don't know. Let's see, Family Guy. Maybe we could end on this. Religion again. Okay, here we go. I got to send you the clip because, of course, it's not going to play on mine. So here, it's in Discord. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I mean, all those different factions of the Christian religion, they all hate each other and they're all like, no, this one's wrong. It's the same fucking book. I mean, anyway. Actually, the Old Testament is is almost the same between both Christian. Well, first of all, Christian and Judaism, the Old Testament is the fucking same. And apparently the Muslim religion, and I'm talking out of my ass, I don't know fucking anything. Apparently the Muslim religion isn't much different. Like the Old Testament is just the book everybody goes by and bases their shit off of.
See, that's just crazy talk right there.
Unless you're a Scientologist, in which case,
Oh, that's or was the one that where's the guy John Smith found the golden discs in the
oh
ground?
yes,
That wasn't him,
Mormons.
wasn't it? Oh, is that what it
The
is?
Mormon. I think it's the Mormons. Yeah, that's another one that Family Guy did, the Mormon thing. Well, that might have been South Park Mormon. Didn't the South Park guys do the Book of Mormon?
I the musical.
The musical, yeah. Oh, here it is.
People got along just fine for thousands of years without AA, just like they got along for thousands of years without religion.
I like you and have no reason not to.
I like you and have no reason not to.
Hey, did you hear about that magic baby that was born in Bethlehem?
What the fuck? Holy shit!
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ!
That's religion in a nutshell, right there.
All right, and with that, we shall end this.
All right. Later.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just to get it out of the way, so we don't have to record one later. We sincerely apologize for anyone that we offended, and we'll try to be better.
We'll try.
We'll give it a shot.
All right.